Hello, my name is Josh Obert, and I'm a GIS analyst with the ACPF National Hub. In this video, we're going to discuss the Generate by Pixel SVI Rasters tool. This is the fourth tool in the Soil Vulnerability section of the ACPF Toolbox, and the second by Pixel SVI tool. The Generate by Pixel SVI Rasters tool combines map unit soils information with high-resolution topographic information on a pixel-by-pixel basis. This data integration allows for the generation of SVI vulnerability surfaces at a resolution equal to that of the input DEM, enabling landscape characterization to occur at scales other than the soil map unit. 3 raster surfaces of horizontal resolution equal to the input DEM are first created, with pixel values representing SVI thresholds for hydrologic group, KW factor, and slope. A lookup on the GSIRGO raster is performed to create the hydrologic group and KW factor rasters, while a reclassification of slope values, derived from a high-resolution DEM, is performed to create the slope raster. The 3 rasters are then summed on a pixel-by-pixel basis, resulting in a single raster with 96 unique values, each corresponding to an SVI vulnerability for surface and subsurface loss undrained. Each pixel in the combination raster is then reclassified into its corresponding SVI vulnerability of low, moderate, moderately high, and high for surface and subsurface loss undrained, then saved as an output raster surface in the ACPF file geodatabase. Each pixel will receive a value of 1 through 4, corresponding to an SVI vulnerability class, 1 being low, 2 moderate, 3 moderately high, and 4 high. For an example map unit, say we have a component of B hydrologic group that would correspond to a raster value of 2. A 0.28 KW factor would equal a raster value of 30, and a 5% representative slope would equal a raster value of 400. This would give our new value in the combination raster of 432. A value of 432 equates to a surface loss risk of moderately high, or 3. A value of 432 equates to a subsurface loss undrained risk of moderate, or 2. Given that the definition of surface runoff vulnerability places more emphasis on slope than does the subsurface loss vulnerability, which emphasizes hydrologic group over the other primary variables, more differences will be observed for surface loss outputs when comparing the map unit versus pixel-based approach. In ArcGIS Pro, we'll open the catalog window on the right side of the screen if it isn't already open by clicking the catalog tab. Expand our ACPF toolbox and expand SVI. Double-click the second Pixel SVI tool, Generate by Pixel SVI Rasters, to open. This tool has 3 inputs and 2 outputs. The first input is our slope raster. This is not currently in our map, so we will click the folder next to that first dropdown. Click Folders and navigate to our current ACPF geodatabase and choose our slope value raster. Click OK to add that. This will then auto-populate our other inputs, our GSIRGO raster, and the SVI dominant component table from the previous tool. Our output will be 2 rasters, one representing SVI surface loss by pixel, and the other the SVI subsurface loss undrained by pixel. The pixel-based SVI approach uses the ACPF artificial drainage classification, which classifies fields as tile drained, versus the NRCS approach, which classifies map units as tile drained. As a result, a raster representing SVI subsurface loss vulnerability, assuming drained conditions, is not created as an output of this tool. Click Run to run the tool. The Generate by Pixel SVI Rasters tool has finished running. We can see that the results, a subsurface loss undrained raster and a surface loss raster, have been added to our map. These rasters show the subsurface loss undrained SVI and the surface loss SVI using pixels. They will be used to summarize the distribution of SVI vulnerability within each field. To recap, we ran the Generate by Pixel SVI Rasters tool and discussed how these were calculated. In the next video, we will go over the fifth and final tool in the Soil Vulnerability Index section of the ACPF Toolbox, and the third by Pixel SVI tool, Summarize Field SVI.